let me pull up all of this information here. Like I said, everybody sit back. If you just get off work, had a long day's work, get in your recliner, kick back and relax. Grab you a beverage, and you know, enjoy the show. Don't be afraid to hop in the chat if you feel like you got something to say. Um, it's gonna be one of those days. So let's get up all this information here. Jump into it. Here we go. Let's put this on the big screen. So Adam Schefter, this is Adam Schefter, and we talking about Bill Belichick. Yes, arguably the greatest coach of all time. Wherever you want to rank him, he's in the top three, top five, number one, wherever you want to rank him. The man has won 6 Super Bowls. It was part of Tom Brady's growth. I mean, that's equivalent to Michael Jordan and Phil Jackson, as far as the NBA goes. And this man was snubbed off the ballot for being a first ballot Hall of Famer. This isn't something that you see every day. And I mean, this is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Adam Schefter goes, Bill Belichick, the 8-time Super Bowl winning head coach. I forgot he got he got the 2 with the Giants as an assistant, I think. Yeah. 8-time is not a first ballot Hall of Famer per Seth Wickersham and what's that? Denver DVN Jr. Belichick fell short of the 40 out of 50 votes needed for the induction to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, his first year of eligibility. I would like to know who casted the votes. I need you guys to put a name and face out there. I need you guys to put a name and face out there at this point. We're not gonna do that. Now, I've heard some pushbacks about, Spygate, Deflategate, all these other gates. All of that's great and all. If y'all felt that way, you should have banned him out the league. But you didn't do that. Because obviously he was good for ratings. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that this man, I mean, he shouldn't even have had to get votes. What was the vote for? I mean, what vote do you need for Bill Belichick? He has a total of 8 Super Bowl championships. He built a dynasty in New England. What else is needed? Of course, Tom Brady had a lot to say about it. Um, his thoughts, pull them up real quick. We'll pull them up real quick. Let me grab them here. I just this just tells you the politics that goes into things, and it kind of brings you to a point of it was like Bill Belichick was blackballed out of the league too. It's going to make you start to think about other things. Whether you think his fastball is gone, he passed his prime, all of that's well and good. We know how he mishandled Mac Jones, Matt Patricia being his offensive coordinator when he's really a defensive coordinator. Did Bill Belichick screw it up? Absolutely. Like I said, is his best coaching days behind him? Possibly. But what does that have to do with his body of work? His body of work has been exceptional. The Pittsburgh Steelers would have about, I don't know, 4 titles in that run had they not ran across Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. As Steeler fans, how many titles or opportunities to go get a Super Bowl was taken away from them because they had to go deal with Bill Belichick and Tom Brady? It's a joke. I want to see names and faces. Who is bold enough to lead that man out of the Hall of Fame? Is you crazy? I mean, this just goes to show the politics. I mean, let me ask this question at this point now. Does Roger Goodell get involved? Because this isn't done on the based on his body of work. You know, we know Bill Belichick is surly with the media. We know all of that. We know who he is. But to leave him out, it it's just foolish at this point. Let's bring up what Tom Brady had to say. I mean, it's kind of like kind of pissing me off just even talking about it because it's just so stupid. So Tom Brady, he shares his thoughts on Bill Belichick not making the Hall of Fame in his first year of eligibility. Uh, Tom says, "I don't understand it. If he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, there's really no coach that should ever be a first ballot Hall of Famer." I mean, tell me where he's wrong. Tell me where he's wrong. Stifling defenses. Took a chance on Brady when they had just signed Drew Brees to that $100 million contract. I think Drew got hurt, if I'm not mistaken, and they put Tom Brady in. They never went back, or I can't remember exactly what happened, but I know Tom Brady was the fourth stringer, and he went in and he took a chance on him. Even Tom Brady talked about it. I think he was talking about it with was it Chris Collinsworth? He was talking about it with somebody. Jim Gray. I think it might have been with Jim Gray, and he was talking about it. And he was saying if it wasn't for Bill Belichick sitting down with him, telling him the defensive fronts and how they were disguising things and all of that, Tom Brady wouldn't be the quarterback that he is today. And I think you got to think about those things. We talking about one of the greatest defensive geniuses. Yes, was he military style on these guys? Did a lot of guys like Bill? No, they didn't. But they got the job done. We can say whatever we want about his coaching tree. Did it always work out? The Bill O'Briens, Romeo Cornell, Charlie Weiss, Josh McDaniels, all those guys. Yeah, they may not have the greatest runs, Mike Vrabel, which we see now, but all those guys got a chance to be head coaches. Matt Patricia, um, uh, Brian Flores. That's about 9 to 10 guys that I named, and they had a chance to run their own teams. Obviously, something Bill Belichick was doing got those guys opportunities. So not only did he go win 6 titles as a head coach for the New England Patriots, but then he was able to build a coaching tree. Whether the coaching tree turned out to be good or not, he gave those guys opportunity. A lot of those guys tried to adopt the way he moved, and it didn't work out for him. but they were able to land in other spots. And some of these guys are getting coaching looks again, head coaching looks again. So what's going on in this situation is egregious. We're not going to act like it's not. And I think the people who did not vote for Bill Belichick to get in have some type of bias against him. And I think they should have to explain themselves. That situation right there, you have to explain yourself. You got to explain yourself. There's no way possible that you don't. You know what I mean? So I mean that's just ugly. That is spiteful, and whatever else words you want to use, you should be ashamed of yourself. I'm talking to you like somebody's grandmother. You should be ashamed of yourself. There's no way you leave that man out. So, um, Bill Belichick behind the scenes, I guess, talked to an associate about it, and he's like bewildered on what did he do and everything else. Robert Kraft even came out, and we know these guys aren't on the best of terms, but even he came out and said something. So it's just an ugly situation. Me personally, it's a black eye for the Hall of Fame this year, and I don't know. We'll keep up with that story, and we'll see how that goes. So I don't know. That's just ugly. But we should pull up some of Bill Belichick's greatest press conference because you know it's somebody that was in the press room that was not trying to hear him. You know, they said when he come up for the Hall of Fame, I am not voting him in. Like, get out of here. They got all up on their soapbox and everything else. You know what I mean? Like, go sit down somewhere. Vote the man in based on his credentials, not because you like him or dislike him. Imagine you was a garbage coach. You ain't won nothing, but you was so great with the media, they just said you was a Hall of Fame coach. Well, where are we going in this world? Well, let's get into